Hi rock fans, hi everyone. Today I'm reviewing Led Zeppelin album and I'm talking about their third album simply called Led Zeppelin 3. And I always love, the album cover and I think this is something pretty cool and I'm thinking especially about, the wheel because you can get different images. And Jimmy Page, by the way, Jimmy Page had the idea for that. And so the album was released in October 1970, and compared to their first two albums, this one sounds a bit more different. Of course, the blues, rhythm and blues, and rock influences are still there, but the band also included some folk influences here. There are many folk influences, and this is almost like an half bluesy rock and folk album. And they didn't there's no many cover songs. I think maybe two or three, maybe I'm wrong. And the band used a lot of different guitar tunings here, and for someone who plays guitar, for someone who wants to learn all the songs from the album, it may sound like a nightmare because you would need three or four guitars at least for that. And the idea of using many different guitar tuning, uh, that idea became like a trademark, I think, for the band. So there are 10 songs on the album, and I'm going to review each and every song. So let's start with the first song, which is Immigrant Song, and this is one of their best opening track. Such a catchy song, a great guitar riff, excellent vocals, a good and solid rock song, and this is a 10 out of 10. Okay, let's continue with the next song, which is Friends. I always love the haunting melody, of Friends. Sounds a little bit like that. Always love that song, and so I love the guitar. I love everything about it, but especially that sort of haunting melody. And this is a 10 out of 10. Okay, let's continue with the next song, which is Celebration Day. What a great guitar intro! Great guitar riff, and this is another solid rock song, and the melody is also pretty good, and this is another 10 out of 10. Okay, let's continue with the next song, which is Since I've Been Loving You, and this is a pretty good ballad, a pretty good bluesy song, pretty good guitar work. Uh, really like the vocals and the emotion, the way Robert sings the song. I'm not giving the song a 10, but I would give it at least an 8.5. But this is a very strong 8.5. Maybe this could be a 9 out of 10. Okay, let's continue with the next song, which is Out in the Tiles. Once again, a pretty good opening riff. And I especially love the chorus. All your love. Sounds a little bit like that. Okay. Uh, Once again, another good rock song, and I especially love the chorus. Yeah. So I think I would give it at least a 9 out of 10, and maybe I would give it a 9.5. It's all it almost sounds perfect to me. So I think I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Okay, the next song is Gallows Paul. Love the acoustic guitars for sure. The vocals, pretty good lyrics too. And I think this would be another 9.5 out of 10. Okay, the next song is Tangerine, and this is one of my favorites, of course, and I love both guitars, you know, the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar as well, and great melody, and you know, I love the part, you know, with the keyboards too, and this is another 10 out of 10. Next song is That's the Way, and this is probably my favorite song from the album. Always love that song, and I love everything about the acoustic guitar here, the vocals, pretty nice vocals, great lyrics, and this is another 10 out of 10. Okay, next song is Brown Eeyore Stomp, and this is such a catchy song, you know, the guitar is catchy, and especially the, you know, the drums or percussion if you prefer, and this is a pretty cool, pretty funny song, and I would give it a strong 9 or probably a 9.5 out of 10. And finally, the last song, which is Hats Off to Roy Harper. Really like the guitar, but what I love best, you know, is the effect on Robert Plant's voice, you know, the effect on the vocals. I really love that thing. And I would give the song a strong 9, maybe a 9.5 out of 10. So for the whole album, most of the critics gave the album a 4 out of 5, while other critics like AllMusic and Q gave the album a 5 out of 5. And I tend to agree with AllMusic and Q. I would probably give a 5 out of 5 or a 10 out of 10 if you prefer for the album. So that was it for my review, and I'd like to know what is your personal opinion. What do you think of this Led Zeppelin album, Led Zeppelin 3? So thanks for watching, and see you for my next video. Bye bye.